Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Asyifa Aulia Rahma with the student number 21/478726/SA/21021. I'm currently majoring in English Literature at the Faculty of Cultural Sciences, Universitas Gadjah Mada. Today I would like to shortly present my undergraduate thesis with the title Anxieties, Defense Mechanisms, and the Effects on Marty Michaels in Jacqueline Wilson's The Worst Thing About My Sister. Anxiety disorders are among the most common diagnoses in children. However, it can affect a child's personal development and their relationships, leading to mental and emotional scars. Therefore, I would like to study this topic as a literature student. The aim of my research is to gain knowledge regarding how family relationships can influence a child's psychological aspect and vice versa. To analyze the main character in the novel more thoroughly, I pose two questions. The first is, how are the anxieties and defense mechanisms presented in Martina Michaels in The Worst Thing About My Sister? And the second is, what are the effects of the anxieties and defense mechanisms on Martina Michaels and the family relationship in The Worst Thing About My Sister? My undergraduate thesis used a psychological approach, mainly the concept of anxiety and the concept of defense mechanism. Freud stated that anxiety is classified into three different types, which are reality anxiety, neurotic anxiety, and moral anxiety. Meanwhile, according to Bailey and Pico, defense mechanism can happen in many different forms. However, the study uses 5 types, which are the projection, regression, displacement, denial, and fantasy. In the story, reality anxiety is presented with circumstances as the causing factors. After getting revenge on the bullies, Marty is grounded by her mother, which leads to her having her anxiety because she has to stay in the pink bedroom. To overcome her anxiety, Marty uses the regression defense mechanism. Meanwhile, Marty's neurotic anxiety often emerges from her fear of losing a position in the family. And to overcome this anxiety, Marty uses 2 types of defense mechanisms, which are regression and projection. Marty doesn't only want to maintain her position in the family, but also in her friendship. Knowing that Jaden adores Melissa more than her, it leads to her moral anxiety. And to overcome her anxiety, Marty uses the projection defense mechanism. Reality anxiety paired with regression provides the psychological reset and temporary comfort. Neurotic anxiety paired with projection leads to prejudice. Meanwhile, when paired with regression, it provides the temporary emotional relief and emotional release. And lastly, moral anxiety paired with projection leads to the continuous judgments and criticism. In conclusion, the anxieties and defense mechanisms are presented in the forms of number 1, reality anxiety, with regression, fantasy, and denial as the defense mechanisms. Number 2, neurotic anxiety, with regression, projection, and fantasy. And number 3, moral anxiety, with projection, displacement, and fantasy. The anxieties and defense mechanisms provide several positive and negative effects which influence Marty's personal development and her relationship with her family. And that is all from me. Thank you for your attention, and I hope my undergraduate thesis can provide benefits to the readers. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.